What is up, YouTube? We're here with a Neon Dynasty Draft, getting in some practice before the Arena Open. So here, this is going to be a very easy pickup. Always look at if we've got like rare artifacts or anything. Reckoner Bankbuster is, it's a Maze Mind Tome that is later a body. So it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, and it's a 2-drop. Important curve placements, and we don't even have to make any hard decisions here. The next best card is like Jukai Naturalist, which is pretty good, but it's a multicolor, so obviously we would rather a sweet to good artifact over a good multicolor as our first pick. There's an arrest, but 1-for-1 removal isn't the most powerful thing you can be doing in this format, especially at a whopping 3 mana, and it leaves a permanent behind. A third best card, like, is either an Ambush or a Tails. This is a weak pack overall. We're happy to take basically one of the few good first pick cards out of it. So we are in no colors right now, so we can just take the best card. There's basically 2 cards worth considering here. Long Reach of Night, which is a 3-for-1, basically, and Kami's Flare. I think Long Reach of Night is more powerful than Kami's Flare. This is just a format where 1-for-1s are not well placed, but Kami's Flare is a good spell still. It's just not as high as you would take, like, say, in a Braid and Vow, which had very traditional draft format features and principles. This, though, if we're playing like a 4-drop, we want it to do like 3-for-1 type situations, and Long Reach of Night is a busted saga, so we're happy to take that past the Kami's Flare. It's also worth considering that black is a considerably better color than red, so I'm happy to take a first pickable black card and pass a first pickable fine red common. Okay, so here, well, these have been a weak couple of packs overall, but we haven't been placed poorly with them. We could take like a 3-2 Ninjutsu Lifelink and back up our Long Reach of Night pick. It's fine to good, but it's not on the more powerful end of this pack. Master's Rebuke is decent, but again, it suffers from being a removal and a conditional removal. Gloom Shrieker is a pretty sweet card. This card is very good. It's probably worth taking this at this point when we have 1 black card, rather than just taking an Ambusher to solidify our black position. I think we'd rather take this multicolor card here now. That's in what we hope is one of our colors. Okay, and we look at our lanes. We've got a green-black lane and a black lane open. So the world is ours. Let's look at these black cards. Yeah, Malicious Malfunction. I think it's a pretty sweet sideboard card, but I'm not sold on it in best of 1 at all. There's Kami of Restless Shadows. I don't think either of these black cards are what we want to be picking regardless. Now looking at green, there's a Fang of Shigeki, which is... it's good. It's solid. But nothing too substantial. Then there's Moon Circuit Hacker, which is out of this green-black lane, but still in the black lane. And this is one of the top blue commons. Your blue aggressive plan is measured by how well you can leverage their common ninjas. So I think I'm pretty happy to take this here and pass like a Fang of Shigeki. I think that's a good place to be at. Now we've got another choice, a Bamboo Grove Archer, which is very solid. If you're not in the aggressive ninjutsu plan, this is fantastic to have as a 2-drop in your green deck. There's also Ninja's Kunai, which is just, it's fine. It's an artifact that keeps you in open lanes. And I think there's a good chance that we take it. But Grove Archer is considerably more powerful, I do have to say. Even Tails is pretty strong. But you don't really want more of these. It is a slow creature. So, leaning towards the artifact here, but maybe the Grove Archer is correct. I'm going to take the artifact. They'll see play in my deck regardless. Oh boy, there's that. Alright, so let's just talk about the most powerful cards in the pack. It's something between like Synthesizer and Tails. Jukai Trainee is not a bad card to have. I don't think I want to take another Ninja's Kunai. The blue cards are not flowing here. I think I might just take... One of these might table, though I wouldn't count on it. But I guess I'll take the value green card here. Because green-black tends to be a fairly late-game oriented thing. And now here we're getting red. Red spells pretty late. Kumano faces Kakazan is quite good. We're not even necessarily in black. We just have like one black card here. Though an Ambusher would be a fine pickup. It's either Surge or Kumano here, honestly. I think I err on the side of Kumano faces Kakazan. I think that tends to be a pretty good one-drop. Yeah. Okay, and now pick 8, we've got a late green card and a, well, pretty late. This is kind of when you want to be picking up Master's Rebukes, maybe more mid-pack. Here, that's a pretty good sign. But here we have a Network Disruptor. This is what I would consider the top blue common. It's difficult to tell if it's a signal because people might not know to take it highly, which is rough. But this is such a strong signal that I would actively take it right now and be happy with my double blue card. Okay, so now there's another Tails. There's a... Yeah, I guess I'll just take the Trainee. Can't hope for too much here. Spell Pierce, I've been blown out by this card, but I don't think this is a format you play it in. It's probably pretty decent in... Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping on it too much, but I'm going to take the green 2-drop here now. And we'll just kind of go from there. Brute Suit's fine. Sphere is fine. I think I might just cut the blue card here. Synthesizer all the way around. I think this is, like... It's not a top common, but I think it's one of the better red commons for sure, aside from their removal. So I'll happily pick that up now. And probably just take a Thornwood Falls. This is quite a nice land because there is the green-blue turtle. If we end up in green. Yeah, I'll take this Spell Pierce. Maybe we'll try it out somewhere in there. So, black did not seem open at all, did it? And we didn't really see anything from white, which now there's Lion Sash. Oh boy. Well, if black was cut in this direction, there might be a chance. If black was cut in the last direction, there might be a chance that we can pick it up this direction. Like, we have a Sash, which I think is a very fine card. Again, I think it's in a similar situation as black, that we're not sure that it's open. There's a Seismic Wave. But we just passed a whole bunch of good red cards to the left. I'm going to take the Reckoner Raid here. I'm going to take this Reckoner Raid. No black. There is the Sky Turtle here now. Tough draft to navigate here. So, Sky Turtle is probably a pretty good pickup here. Our green's not really great or deep, but the black isn't that good. The blue is not good at all. So I don't know what else we're doing here. I'm going to take the Sky Turtle here. I think we wheeled a Synthesizer last time. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely seeing black from this way. So I'm going to take this Toshiro Umezawa, and I think we're either leaning into green-black or green-black splashing blue for the Sky Turtle, potentially, or blue-black. So pretty happy. Haven't seen blue this direction. Seeing some good black cards. I think Toshiro's Life is a lot better than Twisted Embrace. But Twisted Embrace is definitely good. Probably the best common removal spell, just because of the added value it can give you. Maybe we wield the Gloom Shrieker if no one else has gone into that, but I'm picking up the Life here. Being pretty... Oh, yeah. Reckoner Raid. Yeah. Top black common. Top black common for sure. There's nothing... Like, this is also just the best card in the pack. Like, the other powerful cards here are Asari Captain and Imperial Oath. But, Reckoner Raid's that good. So we're in black. And the red's just not flown, but that's kind of what we were expecting. We didn't lose anything picking these red cards, and we didn't take a lot of risks going into it. It's very possible that instead of taking this Kumano, we were supposed to take a what do you call it? A ninja. Yeah, that might come back to bite us. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. So blue is open this direction. Like, it might have just not been very prevalent last pack. But this really makes me want to get into blue. The Assassin's Ink is pretty safe, but again, I think this is a proactive format. I think we really want to be proactive with what we're doing. The safest is Assassin's Ink. I'll take that, but I think Moon Circuit Hacker over Modern Age might have been the pick there. But instead now we're just rewarded. I think Infiltrator is pretty good, but I'm taking this Moon Circuit Hacker. Because this is, again, a top blue common. Ninja get better the more you have them as well, so that's worth considering. And we already have a couple of low drops here. Yeah, I think we're moving into blue-black here pretty readily. Not necessarily... Well, that's a bit of a red signal, but not really. Like, these are fine cards. They're not crazy. Again, I think this is a really strong red common, but I think red commons in general are lacking compared to the other ones. And then the Go Shintai red is fine. It's fine. It's fairly aggressive. Gives you a little reach. I'm going to take the Kami here over Suit Up. Might be correct. Yeah, I'll take the Go Shintai here of Cruelty. Seems fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just hard in blue-black here. Shadow Walker, we can probably pick up another. These are very fine to play. Again, any ninjutsu, generally, you're on the right track to abusing the correct things here. But I think Silver Fur Master is a pretty nasty card. Makes ninjutsu cheaper. Yeah, quite strong. Now I'll take Kaido's Pursuit in a deck that's really generating a lot of early advantage. Getting people to discard things is actually quite good, and giving your own things evasion. Like, this isn't something you should take highly, but it's a very playable Mind Rot. And question is, do I want a Blade Blesser or do I want a Puzzle Maker? I generally want Puzzle Maker more with my Ninja. But Blade Blesser is just... It's actually a good aggressive threat. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rat Samurai here. And no one's in red-white. I mean, yeah. It doesn't matter what I take here. I'll take the green card. Oh my god, what? I mean, this is a very solid black 2-drop. This is one of the best blue commons. So there's one other blue player at the table, and they decide to take Modern Age. I think we're at a very, very good place. Okay. These invoke cards, I'd like to talk about them real quick. I think that they are a trap. The good ones are high impact, including this one. It's a high impact card, but it's more like a turn 7-ish play in a lot of decks. And it's often just not where you want to be with your casts. I think the green one is the most playable because it's probably the most powerful effect combined with you're in green, so you can fix a lot better. Here, good cards. Michigo's obviously not for us. Oni Colt Anvil is insane, but red's been pretty cut this whole thing. So yeah, Moon Circuit Hacker, let's hack it up. It's really, really good. Oh man, I want everything here. I want everything so bad. So Gravelighter is powerful. Twisted Embrace is powerful. We already have, like, Assassin's Ink here. Like, I think Twisted Embrace could be the pick, but I think Specialist is the pick here. Yeah, if there's one other black person at the table, then there's a chance we get one of these back. I highly doubt it, whereas the one other blue player is gonna take this. But again, these common blue ninjas are just, they're absurd, and we have the deck to abuse them. So quite happy that we landed in the lane. Is this a hover bike deck? I really think that this is a hover bike deck. So, Hoverbike has one, like, it's overall not a great card, but it has one important thing. It pushes through damage and works well with Ninja. So, it does a bad Network Disruptor impression. But a bad Network Disruptor is kind of good whenever we have 4 Moon Circuit Hackers, so quite happy to pick that up. That's a good Hoverbike pickup. Oh god. Modern Age versus Circuit Mender? Well, thing is, I think Circuit Mender does a few too many things for us in this deck. It's very nasty with a ninja. And it gains this life, and it trades off. Does a lot of good things. I almost want the Modern Age, but I think Circuit Mender is just better here. Oh my god. Well, this is a pick I didn't think I'd want to have to make. I think I'm probably just on Reckoner Raid. I in a vacuum, Reckoner Raid is better than Moonsnare Specialist. But, like, Moonsnare Specialist is utterly insane. Like, it's a very, very good common. It is a top common in the set. Certainly breaks the top 5. I don't have a list, but certainly breaks the top 5. But I think Reckoner Raid just does a little too much overall. And you probably heard somewhere you're not supposed to split your 1-drops between blue and black mana, but that's what we're going to do here. It's what we're going to do, and I think we're going to have a good time doing it. So pick 6. I wasn't picking up heavy green signals, but Beseiju Reaches Skyward is one of those uncommons that I basically take over anything else. Not literally, but mostly. Oh my god, Modern Age. This card is good. Doesn't matter if you're ninjas. Like, you might have heard the thing where it's good in the late game grind decks and it's like not that good in ninjas. No, it's good in ninjas. It's perfectly great in ninjas. And yeah, that's about all there is to it. Of course, it gets better as the late game goes on, but it's not like ninjas don't hit the late game. Fantastic pickup. All right. Reckoning Ninjas. Let's do it. My god, we're in such an open lane. Like, blue isn't, like... Huh. Well, there's a lot of high-quality cards. Well, not a lot. Like, Oni Cold Anvil's good. Fade into Antiquity's good. Like, whatever. Okay. And so, you see that? It's the little things, right? It's the little things. This might still not make the cut, despite being an insane card, but there was one other black player at the table. So, it seems like people were pivoting. And we were kind of figuring out where we were here. So Cyber Trespassers are playable in a deck of this type. I mean, this is not a grinder. Oh my god, we might have cut blue so hard that someone pivoted off of it. My god. Or people just don't know. This is a complex set. It took me many drafts to kind of get the meta. Like, you can have good, like, drafting intuition or something like that, but in certain metas that are just all about the, how do I say it, the synergies, and they're not perfectly balanced, like the archetypes, there's a clear gap between the best and the worst. You have to figure out the meta. That there is a meta, that there are things that you just naturally draft into. And this is one of those sets. And a lot of dealing with that is going to come from experience with drafting the set. But anyways, enough of that. We've got 2 pseudo removal, 1 actual hard removal, and a Ninja's Kunai. Probably good enough. Blade Blesser is one of the weaker cards in this deck. We do want to hit 4. It's possible that this is a 16 land deck. We could run Spell Pierce here. I don't think it would be awful, but I'm not a believer in counters in this format at all. But it might just be better than a Cyber Trespasser. 1 blue is easy enough to hold up against most decks. I might give it a go. We might do this for science. Because countering one of the 4 or 5 mana value sagas might go a long way. Yeah, this is more like a 3 drop. So yeah, I think 16 lands is perfectly acceptable for a deck like this. I do wish that we had 1 more Modern Age. It's just usually you have to prioritize the blue ninjas higher, but in doing so, we ended up with like so many because reasons, I guess. But no. Gang ninjas. All right. I think this is a pretty good build. Let's see what it can do. If this build loses, it's 2 mana. No doubt. I do feel bad about not picking up any of the 3/2 lifelink. But when we were seeing those, we really didn't see much of we really didn't see that much going on in the way of like black otherwise. But it might just be good enough having a cheap ninjutsu ability to warrant taking not super high but fairly high. But yeah, we'll figure that out as it goes on. Give me a like and subscribe if you're liking where this is going so far. Yeah. I've got playable life. Nothing else. Yeah, we got them all. Yeah, this is good enough for me. Might put that away because of mana considerations. Okay. So we've got options here. I think there's a good chance that I might Pursuit, draw, or I could just Gravelighter here and be in an okay position. I don't really have anything I want to discard yet. I want to be mana efficient as well. Let's go ahead and do this. I think that's correct. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Next turn we'll be able to Pursuit up Hacker as well. Okay, so that's in tapped, which is perfect for us. Now we're in an interesting position. I think we want to draw extra cards as much as possible, right? Perfect. And we could be in a decent bit of trouble here, because now we can't push through against this, and we put our removal to the bottom. Let's see what we can pick up here, I think. Yeah. Still not in the most favorable of positions, but taking 4 per turn here. But it looks like the opponent's not having too much in the way of interaction here. Yeah, I think I will put that away. Question is if I want to trade my Animus here. Could go for a trade on the Bearer. That might not be the worst, because then that means Road Captain can keep going. They might have interaction, though, which could make things more complicated, to say the least. Yeah, sure. I'll offer the trade. If they have a trick, then they have a trick. If they don't, I'll ninjutsu it back. This is 6, right? Yeah. Not terrible. We can get our specialist to bounce here. We're not without removal, but we're slowly getting clocked here. Ooh, baby. Ugh. think I'll start off with bouncing that. Also holding up a Moon Circuit Hacker. Okay. And we mold. We got to drain all the opponent's resources. Oh, I didn't get to look at Battlefield. But yeah. This is a deck that seems like it plays by the edge of its seat. Yeah, I'm definitely higher on the Specialist, I think, than the Moon Circuit Hacker, though I thought that originally the Moon Circuit Hacker was more key to the Ninja deck. But if I had to give the honest answer, I think that they're very, very close. They just do different roles. And the most central of roles to the Ninja deck is the Moon Circuit Hacker, which is an actual way of generating card advantage in this format. Which I think is the advantage of Ninja, that they generate value very quick. Oh yeah, what a hand. I don't even necessarily think that I need to play out this Disruptor this early, but I think it's a place that I don't mind being. And I think what we're going to hope... Ooh, yeah, that's a good draw. We're going to play out the Bank Buster here. And then we're going to play out Circuit Mender and hopefully have draw Hover Bike onto. Well, that's a pretty good one, isn't it? Well, now I kind of want, like, I don't want to give my opponent the opportunity necessarily here to attack in, but I can go, like, Moon Circuit Hacker and draw, but then that leaves me open to theirs. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to not attack. I am going to Circuit Mender out this turn. And then we're just going to pass. Okay, it's green-blue. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that, huh? So I can Hover Bike out right now. And I think I might do that, actually. Hover Bike, the Web Spinner. Swing with the Mender. They might actually block it, because this is... I'm being very upfront with what I have here. Now I get the value. But unfortunately not all the value, because Reckoner Raid. It's a bit awkward at this point. Roaring Earth, yeah, not too big of a problem there. Okay, making that big, sure. Okay, so they're very late game oriented here. Might want to go ahead and kill this, because it's a definite problem in my plan here. Let's see. Kill. What else do I do? Nothing. I do actual factual nothing other than that. I guess I can like draw with Bank Buster here. Can also play a Circuit Mender plus an Okiba Reckoner Raid. I don't like letting them just hang around and get value, though. I feel like I need to get something happening here. But I would be very happy if I drew a Swamp and can go, like, Ink plus Raid. But we might just have to settle here. We're doing a value play. I think I'm gonna see if I can draw a card here. Draw a land. Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out, I think. We're gonna get them to invest more using this Roaring Earth before we, like, start really removing things, pressing card advantage, because we're gonna deal some card advantage this game. Okay. What are you going to return? This is a very bizarre thing. Okay. Can't hit him with a long reach plus anything else. I think I might just kill the web spinner. And what else do I do here? Oh, I get to hold up Reckoner, Bank Buster. Man, I'm going to go ahead and do this now. See if I can draw a land here. Fantastic. That's actually a really good one, too. Why would you tap like that? Can play this out regardless. And I think since I made that play, I'm going to go ahead and kill this while I can. That might be a good play. Go ahead and tap you, I think. Okay. So opponent has had enough. Hopefully the commentary was good enough to kind of explain how complex our options were, but I mean, they might have just been holding 3 lands. They'd already played 2 cards that don't really do anything on their own. So that was a bit of trouble, and they used their specialist in a very weird way, but I think their thought process was that they need to get more on board in the event that that they needed to use their mana, rather, which makes me think they didn't have any interaction. So yeah, just infinite cards. And infinite cards in this format is... it's something, I'll tell you that. And I don't think any color besides blue is doing it in this format. There's not a lot of good card draw options. There's good card quality options, and there's insanely good card denial options, which we saw in the first game, where you have Kaido's Pursuit, plus like a long reach of Knights, and your opponents just kind of, they have to leverage what's on their board. I think blue-black sets the tempo for the format for sure, and kind of defines what aggro looks like in this format. Ugh, do I keep it? It's so good, though. It's so good. It's so good. I got 2 plays. I could draw a blue. I've already got a 2-mana Assassin's Ink. Like, I think this hand can survive for a second. No. OP knows. No. No, we're losing. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. What are you doing? Oh my god. So we're gonna equip that there. This might be tough. OP knows. They're on blue-black. Question is, do I want to ink that road captain? I think the answer is likely no. But the key is that if I kill this now, what I can end up doing is Moon Circuit hackering in. But that's questionable play, because if they had lethal exploits, I might be in trouble. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and... Green, huh? Go ahead and pass. And since we want to activate Ninja's Kunai here, pass to attackers, but not to blockers. No! No! What? Oh, I guess I couldn't do both anyways. So they might have like a return to action here, and I think that's overall a net fine. Oh, it's giving me, huh? That's why I kept that. Oh, it's definitely getting me in my own game, that is for sure. It's definitely going to be a grindy game of card advantage here. So I'm going to go ahead and get my extra here. Now the question is, do I want to hold up Hover Bike? I think I just have to discard the land, unfortunately. Now this is going to leave them open to some ninjutsu shenanigans. Opponent's playing very good cards as well. They might just be black, green, splash blue. Yeah, there it is. Okay, at least they can't play it this turn. So I'm going to be able to kill it. Oh, okay. Yikes. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna main phase kill that. We need to get some of our, like, cards that can keep up with this kind of resource denial. I'm going to go ahead and attack here. And see how the opponent responds. Okay, so they do have another removal, which means whenever I play this, I'm going to be able to draw a card. And now I'm not feeling so bad. This is fairly weak. I've got air threats. Now we're kind of running out of resources here. Okay. Yeah, well, you got a brick someday, OP. Think I go in for an attack here. And then I do think I ninjutsu it. And I'm probably playing another Reckoner Raid. Keeping this for discard. God, it'd be so good to pick up like a Pump plays their land. Our own Long Reach of Night would be pretty sick here. Ooh, baby. So what I'm going to do is I will use this so I can get in. Doesn't matter. We're going to draw extra cards here. Okay, not bad, not bad. That's going to help us race. Okay. That is almost certainly one of the best things you could have drawn there. Does bouncing that do anything? No, not really. Not yet, anyways. Question is, do I kill Virus Beetle so Menace is better? I think I do. No. I could bounce that, make the lethal attack. God. They just needed to not draw sweet fire. So, I think there's a good chance I play this out so I can... I'm going to play this out and represent the double block here. So it's not like completely lethal. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't double block it anyways. Okay. Sure. Gain 2 life. Bounce. Ah, what a play. Maybe just Reckoner Raid here. Could have sacrificed Specialist. I'm not sure that's a winning play. Yeah, I'm going to dig for some goodies. Although all my ninja are blue. Of course you would, OP. Yeah, that one turn with getting back the what do you call it? Shoot. Getting back the Twisted Embrace, or drawing the Twisted Embrace in the first place because we knew they're on no cards. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got me, OP. They just did what we were doing, but they had better cards to do it with. Did I use the Assassin's Ink on something early? I don't remember. But either way, we could have dealt with that pretty easy if they wouldn't have got the Twisted Embrace, and especially not if they got the rebought Twisted Embrace as we were kind of coming back into the game. We were putting up a steady race, but yeah. Yeah, this is definitely keepable no matter what. Okay. Might as well get in. Oh, that was a mistake to play that out there. Because now I could potentially... draw Swamp and be punished, but doesn't look like that was the case. I will go ahead and play this out, I think. Since we got another one here. Okay, not bad, not bad. We definitely want to loot. Only get to play one, like, Reckoner Raid a turn, so I think I want to put one away. Since we're choked on black mana. And again, I said this up front, like, our biggest problem is going to be our mana. Oh no, Boseiju annihilates me. It's okay, we'll deal with it. I have to save this for the Boseiju. Yeah, now we're under a bit of pressure here. I'm going to go ahead and attack here, trade with their Fang. And let's see. I can actually just bounce that and it might be reasonable, because then I can network disruptor push this through. But then I still need to deal. Could bounce this. Oh, I didn't play that right to do that, though. Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a mistake was made. I'll go ahead and just trade there. I'll go ahead and play this out. But maybe that was wrong, because they're on black mana. We currently just need our own black mana here. Yeah. Yeah, even when you got the goods, you'll cap out your win rate at like 65%, so God. My God. Okay. Yeah, we got run over by something that should not have given us too terrible of difficulty. Let's see, trample. Huh. Yeah, seems like the opponent had exactly something that was needed to push us back from being able to come back on this. Oh, good game, opponent. Yeah, playing this meant that a swamp was no longer any type of an out. Shame. This deck is very, very good. We've only gotten beat by a deck that drew their juice while we didn't draw ours, and then we got mana screwed against a fatty deck. It happens. Like, you gotta roll with the punches. But yeah. Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, we're seeing how Spell Pierce works. I already hate it. It's a fine hand, but this has like an opposite situation of some of our last hands where we don't have enough that is proactive here. So we're in an awkward spot. Spell Pierce anything you got. The question now is whether I want to play like a Grave Lighter on this board. Use my mana more efficiently. Or get this Reckoner Raid online, hold up a Spell Pierce. What do they play on 3 mana? Nothing really. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Grave Lighter here. And probably put that away, right? Sacrifice that, keep this. Okay. Let's go to combat. Opponent might be holding Lethal Exploit, which would make that a lot worse of a play. I want to play around Lethal Exploit. There was a pause. My opponent had some sort of priority. I don't think it's bad to get this online. Yeah, sure. Huh, slow game. Let's go ahead and start off with this. Damage. Mindy. I'm gonna feel crazy dumb if the opponent just goes like a long reach of Knight. Yeah, that's a good card. I love this art too. Like these crazy like grudge-looking girls with the pale skin and the long limbs and like almost the inhumanness to them. I very much like. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we can deal with that, but like. Dang. It's kind of wild, OP. Since I don't have like, well, start off by being good at the game. Do this. But yeah, now we're just going to sacrifice off the Circuit Mender since I don't have any ninja. Sounds about right. Yeah, the Spell Pierce so bad, right? Well, that's a kill on sight target. Go ahead and kill you because we have to. Let's play this out, and now gonna return the Gravelighter. Fat value. Yeah, both of these are kind of like corner case cards, and I think having both of them is a little too much. I've been blown out by this card too many times not to, like, see what it's all about. But it feels not good in the proactive structure of this format. And there's so many things this does hit, but so many things that this doesn't hit. And now we're getting to the point where, like, even if my opponent plays, like, a long reach of Knights, they're going to be doing okay. Thought they'd just, like, double play out here. My Cuff is tough to deal with here. Well, let's start off. Like this, and I think I want to sacrifice my Silver Fur. Kind of tough to say. Well, I can give this Menace someday. And this has reach. So maybe the correct play is to actually just sack this off, leave these, because Kaido's Pursuit will give it Menace. And it'll give us more, yeah, I'm going to sack this. Opponent's going to sack their Fang. It's a free roll attack, plus we have Spell Pierce for protection. And extra damage also matters here because we're pinging them. God. No. You have to be utterly kidding me. Oh my god. think I passed there. Next turn we get a 3/3 blocker, which is quite relevant with the Silver Fur. Yeah, Spell Pierce is god-awful. Okay. Okay. Now they're gonna reconfigure. We're gonna take this out. I'm just salty over one time whenever I was like going second. I play an Okiba and it's like it's a ninja hand, so this is kind of like, no, you didn't draw that card. Seasons of Renewal. Seasons of Renewal is gonna get me pretty good. But yeah. I'm playing this card, OP. We did it. We used this card. Yeah, it's in the format, I know, right? I ain't never gonna bad talk you again, Spell Pierce. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. And it wouldn't have done anything if my opponent wasn't drawing those spinning wheel kicks like a god. My god. Or drawing that one like a god. That was hecka timely. Yeah, it's probably out, and like, I don't have that good of replacements. Like, maybe Kami of Terrible Secrets isn't so bad in this deck. Like, it's not bad. Go Shintai. Blade Blesser. Eh. All of these are like level. And Spell Pierce, I don't think it's at unplayable level. But it's got its fair share of problems. Maybe we put that out and put... No, it's all filler, right? It's all filler. It earned its spot. It earned its spot. And again, this is like the one deck I can imagine that Spell Pierce is actually reasonable, especially given that we have so many 1-drops. So... But it's very quickly that it just gets so invalidated. There's so many, like, 1-drop... Like, I'm talking myself out of it again. Okay. Okay, this is actually where it's at, right? This is actually super solid. And call me crazy, but maybe I put away the black mana here. Because I feel like Hoverbike Hacker interaction is pretty sweet. I feel like Circuit Mender plus Hacker is pretty sweet interaction. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I think that's correct. Like, we cap out at 3 in this hand. And with the help of Moon Circuit Hacker, our cards should beget more cards. Okay. Gonna go ahead and get this out. Yeah, it's not exactly what I had in mind at this point. So let's go ahead and crew. Ninjutsu in. It's gonna reset the tap ability. We get an extra card. Yeah, that's right. And now we're going to, in turn, we're going to tap down whatever they don't attack with. They're not going to activate the Ogre Head Helm this turn. So if they, like, just tap out for something here, we might just, like, completely just mess with everything they're about. They could have a ninja. It's very reasonable. They're not going to sack this. Huh. I guess I play this out now, huh? Okay, now that they're doing that, I think my plan is to bounce the Moon Circuit to my hand, so I can reset its ability. Yeah, especially if it's... Especially, like, this is gonna get real nasty real quick. One, two, three. Welcome to the loop. Okay, so representing a voltage here, right? So what I can actually do here. It's rough to say. Like, I can Toshiro this away, but, like, then I can't actually ninjutsu this in to bounce the Ogre Head home. But it might be good enough value anyways. They put a plus on the Ogre Head, whatever. Okay. Okay. Well, it's got some stuff going on here. I think I'm on +2/+2 here. With this. Maybe with this. Because if I give everything Menace this turn, I'm actually going to be able to eat 2 of their things. So I think I'm going to give everything Menace for real. Then I'm going to swing out. Can only block 1, so they have to block this. And they'll keep their Ogre Head home. Oh. I would have thought they would have kept it. Yeah. Was there a way to hit, lethal this turn. Ooh, if I would have, okay, done this, tap down, tap, kill, tap down, kill, swing out, it would just been a lot more favorable. Yeah, my opponent figured out the correct blocking here. Because now they get to sack the Ogre Head. Okay. You can't do that. Has to be the Silver Fur Master. Okay. So yeah. Sloppy quick play by me. Yeah, we should... I see value, and I want to take it. And, yeah. With the commentary, it's very easy to do that, but I should have gone over the plays, like... Okay, if I tap and kill, like, tap and kill was the play there. Okay, let's not get sloppy in-game play here. In Limited, generally developing is the easiest part whenever we're talking about developing phase or openings, however you want to say it, and it's usually mid-game, and that's where a lot of decision-making takes place. What the heck? It's like not good, but it's got my colors, and maybe if I draw something evasive, like... I think I keep it. This is a sketch keep. By me. Okay. Okay, well that I have to just immediately kill. Ooh. If that's... Okay, my opponent might have, like, a one-drop play here. Okay, they're on Sultai. Ooh, but now we get to play here. I think what I'm going to do... I think I'm going to just play this outright. I could get some better plays here. But I think I'm gonna push in a little extra damage here. Nice, nice. Now we'll hold up Spell Pierce for their Boseiju branch or their Long Reach of Night. Because I am scared. I'm scared. Opponent's doing some crazy stuff over there. Annoying. Annoying, but I wouldn't consider, like, anything too terrible, I guess. Okay, Tom goes for the block. That's reasonable. Now I get to go Reckoner Raid plus another Hacker. Opponent has all action in their hand. And they've had plenty of card selection. Not looking good. Yes! Yes! There we go. It got OP. Opponent goes for it. That's perfectly a-okay. Think I might pass it up. Okay, opponent's just on Thirst. Good, we kept the island for this type of a scenario. Go ahead and ninjutsu this back to my hand so I can draw an extra card. Keep that. We're going to keep this so that we can tap down and push through more action. Get rid of that. And we're going to pass, hold this up for a virus beetle or something. So, opponent's got a lot of resources to play around with here. Ooh, they got a Tanuki. Yeah, long reach is pretty sweet, isn't it? Almost so sweet that I want to actually do that instead. No, I don't think now is the time or place. I think, we might do this. Can't do everything I want to do, unfortunately. And we're going to make one of the plays that we've made in a previous game here. It's a draw engine and tempo engine. And I would say that we are firmly in the driver's seats. I get to play this out and not push as much damage. However, I think that is okay. And I will bounce. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Actually, I just want to do this because it's one cheaper. And we'll go ahead and return this to our hand to push through some more damage. Bounce. Don't care that we didn't get through. It's pretty fine. Now we're just going to drain them and run out of blue-green and they're splashing black for something, but we haven't gotten to see what that is yet. But yeah, it's a pretty nasty set of cards. Alright. Only need a couple more here. This deck is definitely 7 wins material. And we've already gotten out of the way the screw and matching up against our evil twin that is better at what we do. And that's how statistics works. You get them out of the way and then you don't have to worry about them again. Yeah, looks like a great hand here. We're going to start off with a Reckoner Raid. Next turn we're going to Kunai, hold up Spell Pierce. No, we're probably going to play out Silver Fur Master, actually. Well, it kind of depends on what we draw, right? Circuit Mender plus Silver Fur is pretty good. Spell Pierce can hit some of those early sagas. And we're Mythic Hunting again. We're up against 1236. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm just gonna hold up, play a kunai out next turn. Ooh. Oh, what am I gonna do now? I think I'm gonna Reckon a Raid. And I'll play out my kunai. So Circuit Mender's probably a pretty good play, right? The only thing is, turn 4 is whenever, like, Branch of Boseiju, things like that start coming into play, so holding a Spell Pierce on this turn might be pretty key, but, again, not sure that's a winning play, playing just like that. Ooh, OP, what are you up to? Not even a ninja? Go Shintai. Okay, makes sense. Alright, makes sense. We're going to go ahead and ninjutsu in, so we get an extra card here. Not bad, not bad. If our opponent doesn't have anything worth spell piercing here, then we will hover bike in. Oh, baby. Sultai again. I guess we can't flash this in, but, you know, whatever. It's pretty good. The question is do I want to bounce this to my hand or bounce Circuit Mender? Oh, I want to go in for maximum damage from here, right? So yeah, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go ahead and yada, yada, yada. We draw extra cards here. We pump our team. Pretty good. You know, Circuit Mender's just not even going to see play the rest of this game. Yeah, and let's go ahead and equip you to you. Alright. Sorry, OP. Whoa, let's get it. Diamond tier 4. Let's go. Let's go. Boss fight. Boss fight. Now this deck is doing what we envisioned. Playing out like absolute butter and spell pierce. Like, it can't be good, right? The only time I've seen it played against me, it was so good that it won the game. The only time I've had it and played it this time, it's been so good. Like, we go to our archetypal understanding. This is a tempo deck, and Spell Pierce is historically good in tempo decks. Oh wow, this looks pretty fire. It's a little awkward in a way, but I don't think it's that awkward. Ooh, question. I think we still play this out. Like, the opponent could do, like, Toshiro's Life, but I don't think I play around that. No, I'm supposed to do it. Well, I think I'm gonna do it because I don't have reasonable ways to block this. and a ninjutsu is going to basically do me in. So I'm going to get my value. Opponent cannot play a 1/1 next turn as well. So that's some added benefit. Okay, if they're just playing a terrarium, we are in excellent shape. Excellent shape. Okay, they're on the 5-color shenanigans. I'm going to go for the card draw here. So I'm not going to give a +2. I'm going to try to draw a land here so I can play out the Reckoner Bankbuster. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's take some action here. Yeah, that was a pretty good hit. I think I want to get rid of the Modern Age at this point. My hand's pretty stacked fire. Kind of want to get rid of Spell Pierce, but I feel like they're running the Kami War. So I kind of want to, like, sacrifice Toshiro. Is that wrong? Like, I should discard Spell Pierce, right? But it feels like all they have are late game sagas. I feel like that's what's coming from them. But I do have some good pressure going on here. I guess in a turn, like, Toshiro is gonna, like, pale in comparison. Not gonna bust through a 0/4. Neither will anything else, though, for that matter. I'm gonna be tapping out for the next ever. I'm gonna get rid of Spell Pierce. Oh, I lost. Long Reach. Katose. Not much I can do there. Maybe I draw a land here. Oh, they're looking through my deck. Like, what, you writing it down? I'm just gonna go for the tempo. It's not impossible. Like, I mean, I get why you're playing 4-color. But my opponent's just played, like, non-stop bomby cards, and I haven't seen a single one of mine. I mean, there's that, but it feels like the damage is done. Now I can't even... Yeah, I can't even do anything about that. Let's just see what they sacrifice, because I have to push in some damage real quick here. They're gonna sacrifice Virus. I mean, they shouldn't, but they might. Okay. Now I'm going to crew here. Okay, this game might be winnable. They're still just gonna block with the Virus Beetle here, though. But if we can keep their mana tied down while we do our thing, we might be okay. It also has Menace. It has Menace. Feel like I was forgetting that. Alright, opponent's playing... Like, we got a long reach now, too. Like, that's when the game went the other direction. Oh my god. They are a monster. Oh yeah, they cannot Tameshi right now. Okay, Katose. Perfectly okay. What are they going to do? Attack with Virus Beetle? Oh, but it's cast, right? You may play one. Yeah. So they're not going to be... Oh, they get to play Network Disruptor. Oh, they didn't do it. They should have got a Network Disruptor. Oh, unless they have another mana to Oh, they... You gotta consider that OP had it. Let's see. 1, 2. I feel like this is correct. Oh, they can get back the Network Disruptor over and over again, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so yeah, I can't. I have to like do something like this. Actually, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3. No, this is lethal, right? 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I was doing it correctly. Okay. We had to take a minute, but we got there. Jeez. My god, imagine the value. Yeah, I guess they said that I don't want the Disruptor because they already had their own. I still probably would have gone with that, but it didn't make a difference. Silver Fur Master was actually an insane top deck, honestly. Just do that correctly. All right. And I think that was a... Ooh, Diamond... Weren't we in Diamond... No, we were in Diamond 3. Now we're in Diamond 2. Okay. So we gotta see what our opponent was up. Katose on a blue-black shell. Yeah, definitely a blue-black shell. Splashing white and green. Yeah, we didn't ever get to see the green, but like what? They played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actual cards against us. We got to play, well, we got to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had effectively more cards, although Spell Pierce we had to discard. We only had 4 lands. Yeah. That was a heck of a game, I gotta say. Yeah, Silver Fur Master was insane. We were kind of looking for like our removal, our other Moon Snare Specialist, but that got there all the same. But yeah. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. Opponent was playing all the value. Our value eventually got there, but it felt like a Bank Buster we couldn't activate at any point. But let's take a look at what was going on here. Oh yeah, 4 Okiba, 2 Network Disruptor, 4 Hacker. Almost felt like too much. Like, I'd rather probably have like an even split of Specialist and Hacker, maybe a few more Specialists. Ink was good. Ink was good, Graveladder was good, Kaido's Pursuit was good, Hover Bike was good, like, yeah. Spell Pierce got there a couple times. It's a little dicey, but it got there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. We got another 7 wins here. Definitely leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you think of the format, what you're doing to practice for that Arena Open, and I will see you next time.